Hello everyone, Christine Harris again. I have a few items for my 100 Things challenge with Dances with Pit Bulls. The first thing that I'll share are a bunch of flowers that I made. I have been going through my box of scrap patterned material papers and just grabbing out anything that wasn't big enough for anything else, and just created a bunch of these little simple flowers, uh, something that I can use on a layout or an envelope or whatever. Whatever I had, I used. And some of the stuff that Julia had sent me, the cuts that she had sent me the other day, I used a few of those. And so anyway, like I said, was just using as many scraps as I could. I still have a humongous pile. I dumped it out the other day because I wanted to get to some of the paper in the bottom. So right now it's all over my floor, and I've started pulling out some of the larger pieces that I can use for flip books or mini albums or stuff like that, and setting them back in the box so that I can just use up some of these little tiny scraps. I got maybe 1, 2 flowers out of each piece of scrap, um, and I made a bag full of those so far. So that's one item. And the other item is using the same idea, using the longer, skinnier pieces of scraps, something that was maybe just an inch or two wide, and I made a bunch of bows. These were using the envelope cutter, um, where you just cut out the indent on each side and on the ends, and then fold it. So I made a bunch of those. So that was item number 2. I'll figure out what numbers these are here in a minute. Um, and again, I have a little bag full of those. And then the third thing that I made was a pocket letter. Now, I am not a big fan of pocket letters because I never seem to make the beautiful pocket letters that other people make. But in rummaging through the scraps of material, I found half a dozen or so scraps that were sewing oriented. So I thought, well, let's make one up, see how it turns out, and then I'll go from there. So this is my pocket letter. That's the front side. I cut a bunch of pieces of trim and beads and stuff that I had, and I made a dangle for it. I took 2 of the kind of flute shaped head bead caps and spread them out a little bit and made a cap for it, and just put it on the package with a large jump ring. And let's see, I did the ATCs inside, and then I put a couple of flowers here on the front, a couple of trims down the seams here, and this handmade sticker on the front down there. And then on the back, I put little goodies in it. Just a few little goodies in each one, trying to make them all sewing oriented. Um, Appliques and buttons and washi tape and little hearts and these 2 little wooden pieces I had. And so I made that up, and actually I was kind of pleased with it. I thought it all fit together well and looked good in the end and stuff. So I may get more into the pocket letters if I can come up with scraps of material that blend together as well as these do. So those were the three items that I made today. And those will be numbers 19, 20, and 21. So we'll make the flowers 19, the bows 20, and the pocket letter 21. So I have filled out my first page of 100 things. That's the 100 Things Challenge with Dances with Pit Bulls by Rebecca. And I still have 4 pages to go. So making progress. Thank you for joining me. Everybody be crafty, and I'll see you again soon.